All right, guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks and another episode of the Back Shop. Here we are back at it again on the Berkshire Knitting build. I'm going to show you how I made these doors. I also wanted to show you how to install them, but somehow all that video became corrupted. So I'm just reshooting how I made the styrene doors. They basically, well, what I did was after I made them, I sprayed them in the color that matches these colors, and I gave it a quick wash to make them a little dirtier and darker, and that's exactly what you're seeing on there right now. All right, we're not going to cover the dirt and wash stuff. We're just going to cover just making these really quick. So basically what I'm using is three types of styrene. Okay, I'm using the 4100 V-groove, 0.01 spacing and 40 thousandths thick. I'm using the 291 angle iron, 0.06 angle iron piece. This is actually really handy stuff because you can use this to do the bolsters on the inside rails for like road crossings. Boomer Diorama showed me how to do that, and I've done it before on a couple of things, and it looks fantastic. All right, there'll be a video on that too coming up. And then I'm just using 123, which is it's basically 1x3 HO scale 1x3 lumber for the cross bucks. All right, I have a piece of scrap left over because if you've been following me for a while, you've seen I've done this more than once or twice doing this. So all right, so this is the piece we cut out when we opened the doors. If you remember, I said be very careful cutting these out, make these nice and clean as possible and as right as possible, because you're going to need these to redo them. It just turns out that this just happens to be the perfect width. It goes, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 strips, which is actually perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. Boom, it would cut out. All right, so I'm going to fudge this a little bit because I don't need a door. And we're going to come across here. It's easier to do it on the back side. This one is come in here, place this in here, and then lightly cut across the top. He's going to come in, get this angle a little bit more. I'm exaggerating this angle a little bit for you guys so you can see how I'm doing. All right, so this is slightly smaller than this one, but I'm not going to waste this because I don't have a lot of it, and I'm having trouble finding stuff lately. So basically, same width, same as the door, pretty much same shape across the top. All right, so we want to cut it. We want to see how many of these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on a second. Oh, I hate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easier for me just to mark this. I can't. It's math. Why am I doing math? I don't know. I should stop doing math. All right, so basically what we're looking for: 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6. 6 is in the middle. All right. Now, in reality, it doesn't really, it didn't really matter to me if the doors are equal, because they're not getting closed. They're always open. They're not getting closed. So I could have made them, I could have just did that, but I actually did 13, cut it in half and all the other stuff, nonsense. A lot more work than I really needed to do for it. All right. Now we got this angle piece, the angle iron piece. It's shaped like that. This is really simple. Okay. To edge this, you're just throwing right on the edge, okay, to do it. Now, I started on, I made everything long, and I started on the top piece. The reason why I started on the top piece is I have to work this curve. So by working this curve, I'm using the quick set, which you're going to want to use because it just sets quick. All right. Sometimes it's too long to work with a long piece, so just shorten it up a little bit. All right. I held this on. And just touched it there. So now you can see how there's still a little flex to it. That's what you want. You want a little bit at the end. Bend it in, right? Look at that. It sits right on there. All right, so reality, I should have left this side hanging over a little bit, but I didn't. So, but it's not gonna be a problem. Now, what I've done before is I've taken this and I crimped this down a little bit, and sometimes that makes it a little bit easier. I'll let that set up. This should be dry. Come over here and just cut it off. All right, put that over there. We're gonna use that in a minute. All right, so this is, even though it's hanging over the back a little bit, the front's looking pretty good. It's giving that, it just gives it that finished appearance, right? How simple was that? That's just really simple to do it. The next piece we're going to need is we're going to need to butt up against that, but we need to hang over. So we're going to do this. Come in here. Length doesn't really matter, okay? This piece could be long like that. It's not going to affect it at all. Not one bit. Okay, these side pieces are much easier to do than that top piece because of the curve. So what you want to do, line it up where you want it. Right up where you need it. That's it right in place. That just sits on there and dries. Come over here. Cut a nice cut off. And just rinse and repeat. You can get as crazy as you want with these and whatnot. I just wanted to get these done, so they were done quickly. Could add so much more work I gotta get done on this thing. That's that side. So you just keep going back and forth between the two, and you get the door done relatively quickly. This is basically all I did. The bottom is always the hardest one. Bottom sometimes takes a little more finesse. All right, so that one's gonna dry. Now all you do is sometimes just come in here and just wipe a little bit up the top where these ends are. Okay, you just let that sit in there for a second and dry up. Once those dry up, you just come in with this nipper or your brand new number 11 blade and zip, zap, zoop. All right, zip, zap, zoop. That's perfect. And now you have the door. Now, here comes the fun part. This is actually really easy. This is just, you're just snazzing this up a little bit. And it's very simple to do. All right, so basically this is way too long. Okay, so you're just gonna take this, put it in, go up to the top, scribe it, snap it, put it back in. That just sits on there like that for a second. Done. All right. Just come over and do the same thing to the other door. But make sure you do it the same way. Because I did this once. Oops, I don't do the X. I did the X on one door, I didn't like it. It looked too busy to me. So there we go, 2 doors. So, I know you're looking at them, but if I open them up, yeah, so you just take the doors and you put them on, you just switch them on, the openings. And that's the way you get these. It's the way you get those doors. I'll show you, I have some pictures I'll put up of how I weathered them. And that's basically it. All right, guys, thanks for watching Jack on Tracks. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Thanks for putting up my shenanigans, my nonsense, and my tomfoolery. And as always, guys, I'll catch you later.